Hey everybody, my name is Kate. I'm one of the patient coordinators here at Georgia Integrated Health, and we are going to be doing question and answers with one of our favorite patients, Miss Kathy. Just kind of get an idea of what our patients go through from one of our patients instead of just hearing it from us or the doctors. You ready, Kathy?
I'm ready.
All right. So my first question is, what were your frustrations when you first came to see us?
Oh, I had a list. I think my biggest frustration was that everybody wanted to say everything that was wrong with me was related to me being overweight. So I would go to the doctor, they wouldn't listen to a word that I said. If my elbow hurt, they said, oh, it's because you're overweight. And they wanted to tell me just to exercise more and eat less. And so they didn't listen. They lumped me in with people, this is how we treat people that have this problem, and it didn't work for me. And so I was very frustrated with everything that happened at a traditional doctor, and I thought there was no hope. I was just going to be overweight, and that was going to lead to all these other health problems in my lifetime.
Okay, speaking of traditional doctors, what's your understanding between traditional medicine versus functional nutrition?
Well, I don't think that I knew this before I came here at all, but the traditional medicines really, they treat patients, and I think that's a critical point to understand, because treating a patient doesn't solve the problem. All it does is cover it up, and they do that most of the time with pharmaceuticals, and their idea of treating is going to be whatever is 80% of the population that works for them. Again, covering it up, but it works for 80% of the population, and I was always in the 20%, and I can guarantee you if you're watching this video, you're in the 20%. You're the 20% where that doesn't work for you. And so it's not personalized at all. It's very institutionalized, and it's very pharmaceutical driven, which of course has lots of other problems and brings side effects that are, you can't even imagine what they can do to you. So functional medicine, I think, gets to the core problem of what is going on in your body and tries to find a natural way to kind of reset that in your body, and does it through educating you and finding an individualized plan, not something that works for everybody, but something that's going to work for you based on real test results.
Exactly. What about testing? What do you know the difference between the testing that the medical doctors are doing versus us?
I can tell you what mine did. When I would go to a doctor, they would test me for testosterone, and did I have PCOS, did I have diabetes, did I have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, all those things. But the tests were so on the surface, and I never understood what any of the numbers meant. Doctors don't tell you. They say, oh, you're fine. And when I came into Georgia Integrated Health and we did testing, it was an insane amount of results that we got back. And we spent an hour going through those results. And it was such a deep dive. It turns out, yes, there was something wrong with my testosterone. I did have PCOS. I should have been diabetic, but there were some things that were blocking things. I had some antibodies and some really strange things that came out of that testing, but it's real labs. It's not, you come into, an office and they're going to draw some blood and tell you that you're sick. I went to LabCorp, I went to places that you would do it in a medical place, but it was a deep dive. And so that testing was so critical, and we've done it many times over the 2 years that I've been a patient, and we've seen those numbers dramatically come down and move into line where they should be, whereas the real doctor wasn't even looking at those numbers.
What's your total weight loss?
159.
159 pounds.
I have now lost more than I actually weigh, so it's kind of shocking. I lost a whole person.
A whole person. Can you fit into one leg of your pants?
Yes. I used to sit in these chairs in the office, and my legs would buckle against them and dent my thighs. And now I have all this room.
All right, last question. What would you like to share with someone struggling just like you were?
I think the biggest thing to understand is that there's hope. I would go to all these doctors and they would say, just lose weight and exercise more, just eat better, you'll be fine. And I didn't get any real results. And for a lot of people, they've tried different treatment plans and they've gone to different doctors and just haven't seen success. I would say that Georgia Integrated Health is a way to find a cure, not a treatment. So you're going to get to that core underlying problem and whatever it is and straighten it out naturally. And yes, there's some investment in time and commitment on your part to do the work, but there's a cure, and I think that's the hope that everybody needs to have.
Good. Thank you so much for sitting down and doing this with us. You have been wonderful. We're so proud of you.
Well, thank you for all your help.
No.